What up, players? It's Warboss Tay up in this mug. Welcome to video number 3, day 3 of the July Painting Challenge. Let me update you with my progress since yesterday. I'm with these guys here because I'm trying to motivate myself to build them. I don't have to get it to the Centurions till week 3, but they are a slog to build, and so I'm going to try to do a little bit every day. I'm working on the 3rd pair of legs right now, and hopefully we'll get them built up soon. For the scouts, my sniper scouts, I am well on the way to finishing, which is great because I've realized I've got a lot to do for the rest of this commission, and I just recently booked a 2nd commission that I want to really hammer out by the end of July. And so what I've done is I've finished the camo cloaks, and I've shaded my scout snipers here, so I'm gonna re-highlight them back up. I wanted to film a tutorial. Somebody asked me about doing a tutorial, and I realized there's no way I'll be able to finish it in time, so I'll just basically talk about my color scheme. If you're interested, it'll be easy for you to replicate it. I first primed the entire model with a color called Skeleton Bone from Army Painter, and it's a little bit more yellow than Rakarth Flesh, but it gives really great coverage, and it's perfect for any models that are going to be predominantly bone, ivory colored, or light colored, like I knew this commission would be. And then I did Rakarth Flesh for all of the armor, for the cloak, and for like the gauntlets. For the boots I did black, Abaddon black, the crest I did Abaddon black, the guns Abaddon black, the headgear Abaddon black. For a lot of their hair, I decided to do these scouts with black hair or dark brown hair, just because I wanted them to be a little bit darker, blend more into the scenery, so to speak. The skin was just basic flesh tone from Vallejo, and then for the white bits like the skulls, I think I used Celestial Gray, Bolt Gunmetal or Lead Belcher for all of the silver. And for the pouches and the belts and the buckles, I have to actually go over this buckle with Lead Belcher. But for the pouches and packs and holsters, I use Mournfang Brown. The googly eyes and the sniper scopes are Warpstone Glow, and then highlight up with Moot Green, and then add in a little bit of ivory, or I guess you could use like a off-white eggshell kind of color, depending on what color paint colors you use. For the camouflage, which I think is the most fun to paint, I usually use this small brush. The tip isn't very good right now. I haven't really started painting it, but I use a very small and finely tipped brush for most of my painting, and for my camouflage patches I use a much larger brush with a larger head, because I want to be able to really just splotch on some paint and not have to think about there being stray brush strokes on the edges. So I started by splotching on dark patterns of Eshin Gray, and I do just like 4 or 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, in like just kind of space them out. And then around the Eshin Gray, this is the trick when I do my camouflage, I paint the Mechanicus Standard Gray. As you can see, I don't really put any Mechanicus Standard Gray all by itself. It kind of connects to the darker gray. Then finally, I add in randomly placed patches of Talarn Sand. Everything is shaded down with known oil like the rest of the model, and then when I highlight it back up, that is how it's going to look, really nice and clean. Re-highlighting back the Rakarth Flesh parts of the cloak, and yeah, everything looks really good. So because I knew that I would be taking on this 2nd commission, it's going to be 20 Breacher Marines. So I'm going to add this. I'm not sure where I'm going to put them, but they're going to be working on, they're going to be going in the background while I'm working on my main challenge. And because they're not really part of the July Painting Challenge, I'm going to be giving you updates on those, but not too much. Or I might do a separate string of videos. I would like to unbox them, just because I don't think I've done any Forge World unboxings in a long time, so that might be fun. For anybody who's got Breacher Marines or is thinking about doing it, that might be a fun little separate thing to look at. The final thing I want to talk about is, because I have taken on this 2nd project, and I really want to up my productivity. I've kind of fast-tracked what else I'm doing. So as you can see in the back, I added on my Abaddon Black to the rest of the sniper or the assault scouts. And I figured just by adding 1 or 2 colors while I'm working on my week 1 objective will definitely help me with my week 2, because I'm supposed to get these all done by the end of week 2, and knocking them out early will not only help me achieve my objective early, but it will help me to spare enough time, shave off enough time so that I can work on the breachers. My characters I haven't really touched yet. My Centurions I'm slowly building, and so really the only work I've done for today are these guys. So I'm running up to 6 minutes now. I want to wrap this up. Let's get on to the daily question, which is, how has your YouTube channel grown? I don't know if you remember flip cameras, but they used to be a thing back in the day that they didn't have like a SIM card or anything. There's just like a tiny little portable camera. Think of it as like the great-great-grandfather of the GoPro, where you just whip it out and press record, and then when you're done recording a little video clip, you pop out the USB and jack it directly into your computer. It was terrible. And if you look, go back, hit my channel video, go to my channel, go to the very first video I did in 2010 or whenever, and look at how poor the quality was. The funny thing is that I think filming has helped me speak. It's helped me to speak better, be a better speaker. I remember when I first started filming, I was shy, I was quiet, I didn't want really to sound too bombastic, so my voice was very monotone and low, and I didn't really develop my, I guess, I don't want to say exciting, but my more, I guess, pumped up persona, my inspired and motivated persona. Like right now, all I want to do is paint and help people to paint and film videos, and so I had to kind of get there, and I think everybody develops their YouTube personas differently. So I encourage you, thinking about how I started and how my videos were, go back and look at the first video you ever made and think about your progress. Some of you have just started filming. Like, I think Storm Verminlord is only on his 3rd video, which he's been doing for this challenge, and I think that's great. Actually, no, I can't say that because he's done his bootcamp videos too. But I really, really think that the progress that you make as a YouTuber is going to be something that you can look back on in a year. And when you take the challenge next year, you'll look back on it and think like, how much have I grown since last year? And every year that I look at my progress as a filmmaker, as a producer, I keep thinking of better ways that I can streamline my process and make my videos more interesting. And I don't think I'm ever going to be as polished as like an awesome paint job or some of the more prolific YouTubers out there who have background and experience in editing and stuff like that, but I don't mind just like doing it guerrilla style, filming everything on my iPhone and uploading it to YouTube while I'm at work, and then just filming whatever I have on my desk, and it's never going to look like Warhammer TV, and Duncan has his awesome team and 3 different cameras and all of the resources he needs, but I'm hoping that I'm more of like an everyman filmer, painter, producer, and everybody, I think, has their own style, and everybody has their own preference for how they like to do things and what they like to look at, and I think that's great. So, all right, that's enough of a ramble today. I know you guys, if you're pouring through the challenge, you've got all the videos to look through. I just gotta say, I'm really, really excited with everybody's videos, and I can't stop, just smiling and thinking about all of the work we're gonna get done, all of the progress we're gonna make, all of the creative energy that we've got going on in our group. It's awesome. If you're not part of the YouTube or the Google group, my Warboss Tay Google group, hit the link down below. Join up, even if you don't participate, and even if you just want to watch and see what else everybody else is doing. That is, it's a great place to be. And there's a lot of creative energy. I hope you guys are all doing well out there. Keep up the great work, and let's put the put the screws to Gabubu the Magnanimous. Latest players!